Hi everyone, we're going to do a pick a card today. We have 3 cards here with numbers and messages on them. The first one is the guard or the sentinel. The second message is would be about the fairy here. She chose the fairy. And the third one is this orb or crystal ball. So you might want to pause the video. The timestamps are in the description box below. So we'll take these away. That's the fairy, and we'll take this one away. And this reading is for those who chose the sentinel or guard. We have got clarity. 543 clarity. Trust yourself and the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about your life's purpose. So this is getting you onto a path where you're going to feel excited and passionate about life. You'll feel as if you're doing something that's meaningful and worthwhile here. But we need to get the clarity. Let's have a look and see what the guidance is today. Show me clearly, Spirit. Show me clearly. Why has this came out? The King of Swords. Swords are mental energy. The beautiful Ace of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. The beautiful World card. The overall central energy is the Five of Cups. The Hermit, which is Virgo energy. The Six of Wands. Sixes are success cards. So we're going from the 5 to the 6 here. The Nine of Cups. And the Seven of Swords. Now, what we have here is we have disappointment, upsets in the past. Now, the past could be an hour ago. It'll be different for everybody. We're focusing on our disappointments here, our upsets, instead of focusing on the blessings that we have in the present day. Now, this is human. It can be because we have been through something, a rude awakening of some kind. We could be starting to see through a person because of what they've done to us. There could be lies, treachery, deceit, or it could be that you're upset about what you're starting to realise and what you're starting to feel uncomfortable about. And this 5 here, we've got another 5. This is a time to focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. Things happen in life and it's very difficult. It's time to make a change and to achieve your new goals. So we don't want to be in this 5 of Pentacles energy where we're beating ourselves up. We're focusing on what we don't have or our past disappointments. We need to come into the present. You've built a certain amount of stability for yourself up till now, and there's more to come. So whatever this Seven of Swords represents for you, it's time to let the disappointments go. It's time to be strong. It's time you don't have to do this on your own. You could get support from people around you, most definitely, of some sort. These people could seek refuge in this church if they desire, but you want to look at the bigger picture here. You don't want to stay in a negative place over this Seven of Swords energy. What Spirit's saying here is it's time for you to take yourself away on your own and do a bit of soul searching. Now, it can be away from your situation, your environment. You might take a holiday from work, whatever it may be here, or a walk, just a walk, some time out on your own, because the wisdom, the answers are within you. They're not in your environment. Remember, if people have done us a wrong, we can't change people. We can't live their lives for them, but we can certainly trust your intuition and trust the universe and put your faith in that so that you can go forward to create new opportunities for yourself. Now, your life is about your life purpose. It doesn't matter about everybody else. So the answers are within you. You've got enough wisdom. Take your time out, connect in with your higher self or your intuition here, and you'll gain the enlightenment that you need to go forward. And it is about trusting in the journey. Now, sometimes when we're going through challenging times and we feel abandoned, left out in the cold, let down, things like that in life, it can be very difficult for us to focus on the blessings that we have in our everyday life. So we have to come into the present here, focus on the positive things that you have, definitely, because that's what's going to, be open to the idea. You have to be open to the idea of new opportunities for happiness. Now, new goals are set all the time in life. You might have a change in direction. You might be at a crossroads where you need to make decisions here, but a new life chapter is wanting to start for you. It's almost knocking on your door. And what Spirit is saying here is, if you move away from whatever the Seven Swords energy is and your sadness is, and you get wise about it, and you trust and believe in yourself, what you've built up till now, once you go through this portal, you will never look back. So the clarity here is going to come from the wisdom that you've gained and the quiet times, accepting your disappointments for what they are and being ready to go forward. Now, this King of Swords is someone who gains clarity. Apart from the ace here, you've worked through your emotions, you've worked through your situation, you've looked at it, you're accepting it here, and you're wise enough to know which path to go down. You're getting guided down, and you trust your intuition on this. This can be somebody with that kind of mental clarity. It can also be advice that you need, professional advice of any kind, financial, medical, legal advice of any kind. It could be a serious conversation that you need to have with someone here to clear the air so that you can open the way to a new chapter within your relationships, your environments. It could be something that you're saying that's going to change your life path forever. Now, when you're doing that, you're going to be very successful. You're going to get over these battles because you're clear-headed. You're going to come through, and you're going to come through victorious and successful. And sixes are rewards cards. You're going to rise above this. You're wise enough to know how to deal with this if you take the time out from the disappointments and accept the situation for what it is. You are coming out with respect from everybody around you. So, there's public recognition here. So, it could be that we're looking for new opportunities for love. It could be new jobs. You could put yourself on a dating site and you meet somebody and you get through your challenges and they are attracted to you. I'm just giving you examples. Love's not for everybody. New jobs, you're getting through the interview. Remember, if things don't happen at once, and you don't get it the first time, it's because it's not meant for you and something better is out there. But you're going to you're going to rise above your challenges here, and you're going to come out successful and on top of things. And this new opportunity is definitely going to align you with wish fulfillment. We have to be happy in what we're doing to bring in blessings. So wish fulfillment is definitely on the cards, success is on the cards, but you have to trust yourself to make the necessary changes so that you can go forward onto your path. So life can start to feel meaningful again, and meaningful people and situations will start to appear for you. Now, we'll just take a couple of these spirit advice cards and a couple of divine direction. Whoop, there we go. And we have love. Love. It's the right time for you to experience a loving, committed relationship. Enjoy it. So it is that for some people. Communicate. Communicate with others more freely. Speak up. You have the right to be heard. Now, we have got the King of Swords here, and there could be conversations that need to be had. You need to stand up for yourself and have the confidence to do that. Embrace vulnerability. Now, it can feel like making yourself vulnerable when we're making changes and taking up new opportunities. Openness, authenticity, connection, and trust. Again, we're trusting in ourselves, our intuition to guide us. We are making ourselves vulnerable in the sense that, and we're being authentic in the sense that we're following our heart and our dreams here. So definitely don't be frightened to do that. Opening yourself up to new connections of any kind. Stay connected to your spirituality, faith, connection, inner peace and guidance. This is time to find that peace in life. It's time to get onto a new path that brings happiness. You're not stressed, you're not strained. You're feeling safe and secure and you're enjoying life again. I hope this helps. Okay, right, we'll go on to the next one. Get rid of these. Take all these away. Pop in these cards. Shuffle them a little. This is for the people who chose the fairy. So the fairy. We have got divine guidance, 000, divine guidance. You're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan for your life. Now, sometimes life doesn't go the way we'd expect. Sometimes we hit challenges. Sometimes we hit crossroads. Sometimes changes are needed. Sometimes things end and new things begin. So you're being guided. And sometimes we've got to understand that the universe and spirit have a divine plan for us as individuals. The universe has got a divine plan for you, even although you might not feel as if things are going your way. You're being divinely guided. So let's have a look and see what this is all about. Show me clearly. The 5 of Pentacles, that's why this came out. The 10 of Cups, beautiful. The Fool, my goodness me. The Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, the Six of Wands, which is success, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Wands, which is endings, and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, there's something here that you are feeling let down by. It can be that you've hit a glass ceiling with something, you've put a lot of effort into something and there's no more growth, or you're feeling like you're in the wrong place, you're in the wrong environment, your efforts, it's not going the way you would like. You're feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, let down, life's disappointing. We cannot stay in this energy here or we'll attract more of that in. What we need to be doing is we need to understand that there was lessons that we could have learned here, and you are being divinely guided to change direction. Now, this is pure guidance, but what you're saying to yourself here is, I need to be grateful for what I've built, whatever it may be. It's to do with finances, relationships, environments, or jobs, or how far I've come in a situation. And I am prepared to consider the next move I need to make. Now, for some people, it could be taking a leap of faith forward, it could be brainstorming, finding solutions, or it could complete and utter change. We do have the leap of faith here, and we do have the end of challenges. Now, this can be laying your burdens down. If you focus on what you've already got instead of what you don't have, your perception will shift and life will change for you. It's about understanding here that you're on a spiritual path of growth and nothing is ever wasted. So pat yourself on the back for what you've achieved up till now. Focus on that from today onwards and think about how you can improve your situation or change it for the better. So it's a spiritual experience you're going through, it's spiritual growth. Now, this could be changes you're bringing in. You could go to higher education, you could be going to study classes of any kind, and you could also be joining things, establishments like the police. But this really is about your authentic traditional values as well, where your boundaries lie. Are you living your true authentic life? Or are you just doing something for the sake of doing it and getting the disappointments, not feeling enthusiastic about things? Now, for some people, this could be somebody who's unreliable in your life who keeps letting you down. An unreliable friend, lover, boss, whatever it may be. They come over as very, passionate and charismatic, and it might be somebody that you're attracted to time and time again, or you take their BS. If this is the case, this is time for you to, if they're letting you down, it's time for you to lay down your burdens. Now, that won't be about a person for everybody, obviously, but what we're saying here, it's time to lay your burdens down. The whole weight of the world is on your shoulders. You're wiser now than you've ever been. Spirit is guiding you today to say, I need to use this wisdom. I understand the lessons I've been learning. When I've learned what's for me, I've learned what isn't. And I'm ready to move forward to get passionate about life again. And it'll move forward very quickly if you're prepared to open yourself up to new ideas. Now, this here is about taking a leap of faith forward. This person is travelling light. They're not taking all their baggage with them. They're leaving it all behind. They're starting from ground zero. Now, it takes faith. You've got to trust in the divine plan, like we said at the beginning, that you are being guided onto a new path or to resolve something, or you're at a crossroad, there might be a change in the wind. There's a new approach if it's not a new thing. A new approach, solutions, resolutions are coming in. And that's going to release you. Have faith that you can achieve this. Because what we've got here is we've got somebody here who's planning, taking action, and their ships are coming in. So this new leap of faith, whatever it represents for you, is going to bring your ships in. You're going to see action. You're passionate again. Your passion's back. You're being successful. Public recognition. People are admiring you. They're respecting you. They're seeing the good in you. They're seeing what you're achieving. That's the way it should be. Success after battle. So success is on the cards for you, most definitely. And what you're doing here is you're aligning with your blessings. When we're passionate and we're happy with what we're doing, we bring all the blessings in. And this is blessings for you, your family, or your soul tribe. So trust, no matter what you're going through at this time, that it's divinely guided. Accept your situation for what it is. Understand the lesson that you've been learning and using the wisdom to move forward onto a path that's for you, that excites you, and aligns you with your blessings. It's time to take action and watch your steps coming in. There's a successful outcome to whatever it is you're going through. Now let's take a couple of these divine or spirit answer cards, whatever they may be. There's that many cards. I can never remember the name of everything. Spiritual advice cards, that's what they are. Trust your partner. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be a close friend, a family member. Trust, communication, vulnerability, and faith. So have people around you can trust at this moment in time if you're taking a leap of faith forward, because you don't want people, bursting your bubble. This is your divine path. This is the plan for your life, and you're receiving guidance for the universe, so you can't ignore it. And don't ignore your gut feeling on things. Focus on the present moment. Absolutely. Focus on the present moment, what you've achieved up till now. We're going on now to build something even better. Mindful, presence, awareness, and peace. When you pat yourself on the back for what you've achieved, you're ready to go forward, and you give yourself peace through accepting your challenges and laying them down. You're surrendering to your journey. Friends. Spend more time with your friends. Share your thoughts with someone who understands you. Absolutely. Friends, soul tribe members. Friends, family. Teach. You have a wonderful gift for working with others. Have you considered teaching? Now, if you've got a gift for it could be caring, it could be anything you're doing. It could be here, the public recognition, people are admiring you and being inspired by the moves that you're making. Because when we do that and people look at you, they can respect you, then you're inspiring others to go forward and get onto their divine path. Okay, I hope this helps. Right, we're going to do the third one, which is the ball. We'll get rid of these. Pop them in there. There we go. We'll put the tarot back in. Give them a little shuffle. Now, this reading is for those who chose the orb or the ball. Okay, put this down. And we have transformation 555. Change. Fives are change. Release old habits, embrace new opportunities for growth, and trust in the universe's plan for you. So things are changing. Things need to shift. They need to transform. It could be out with the old and in with the new. It could be a mindset, a habit, an approach to things. It's time for new opportunities for growth. So even although it might feel difficult or challenging at this time, you have to trust that the universe has a plan for you, a divine plan for us all. The 5 of Wands, which is change, fives. 5 of Swords, my goodness me, I've got them all here. The King of Swords. The Queen of Swords, major discussion time. The Knight of Swords, oh my goodness, there's lots of swords here. The Page of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles, there's your new growth. The Devil energy, which is Capricorn energy. And the beautiful 6 of Swords, again, mental energy. Now, I don't know where to start here. We are in situations that we feel chained to. They could be toxic habits that we've developed. We need to release. It could be environments. It could be people, toxic relationships or environments. It could also be a little voice in your head that's on your shoulder that says you're not good enough and you don't deserve something new coming in. Now, that's an illusion. Obviously, fear can be an illusion in that sense, because we can feel like that when we've got to make major changes. Because when we have to make major decisions, which it looks like you're going to have to make here to move forward, it can feel quite scary. So it's a very difficult time, definitely. We need to release ourselves from whatever we feel chained to. Now, the thing about this that makes it difficult is the first thing I would say is don't take a step away from antagonistic environments, people, squabbling, petty squabbles. Don't worry if you're choosing something new about the competition here. You have to do what's right for you. This is part of your growth and it's part of the plan the universe has for your future. So what we've got here is we've got somebody who is saying, should I, shouldn't I? And that represents the devil energy sometimes as well. The guidance here is, yes, you should. Everybody has free will. These are only guidance videos. To get away from this devil energy and to release yourself, you're going to have to make a compromise or be flexible and make a sacrifice of some sort. And that's what can be frightening about it. You know, shouldn't I do this? It's a bittersweet victory. One example I can give that's a most obvious one is, well, they've just gave me one here. You know, I'm on a diet, but I love chocolate, so I'm going to have to cut that out. Right? That can be quite overwhelming if you're used to eating chocolate. You know, there's a sacrifice here that you're going to have to make. And it's something you would maybe rather take with you, or someone or somebody. If you're in a workplace, for example, and you love your job, or you hate your job, sorry, and you love the people you work with, but you're going to have to leave them behind. So it's that kind of bittersweet victory we're talking about here. That chocolate thing was for somebody, because it doesn't normally come into my mind. So we're making our compromises. We've decided we're going to do it. We're going to be a bit flexible. So we're starting now to think about our happiness. And we move through compromising and flexibility and acceptance, we move towards the Six of Swords. And the moon turns into the sun. And what I mean by that is we start to get clarity. We're not getting caught up in things. We're taking our time out. We've made our decision. We're not overthinking it here. And we are getting the clarity we need. And when there's acceptance, life becomes easier. Things will definitely come easier when you decide or make the compromises that are needed to go towards your own happiness. You will free yourself from this devil type energy. And life will definitely flow. Just now, I feel as if you're fighting against the tide here. And when we fight against the tide, life becomes very challenging. So if you can imagine the fish swimming upstream when the water's going downstream, you're making life difficult. We need to ease the burden here. We need to ease the mental stress and strain, and we need to release ourselves so that we can go towards something better. So being prepared to make the compromises, find that middle path, be flexible. People don't like to hear compromise. They think being flexible is giving in to people. It's not. It's releasing yourself from something, making the necessary changes to make life easier and move forward. This is a reward card for me. Sixes are always reward cards. You're being rewarded for bringing the changes in. Now, it's difficult because this is a major decision you're making. You're finding that compromise here. You're finding the middle path, and you're moving forward with enlightenment. And this night, you could move forward very quickly because there is a conversation that might be needed between two people here. It's a major conversation. And this person here is someone who cuts people in situations out their life that no longer serves them. And again, you're moving on. Now, this is enlightenment here this night. So you're not going to give in. Once you make your decision, that's you. And you don't put up with any BS over it. You move forward. So by the time you get to this queen here and you've done your compromising and what have you, and you're thinking about your own happiness, you are prepared then to go forward, communicate what you want. You've got that clarity you need. Now, this could be information coming in. It could be that you might need to get advice, because this can be the divorce card. So you might need legal advice. This could also be professional advice of any kind. It could be financial advice, you know, any medical advice, anything. But this is you doing what's needed here, and you're coming out on top. You're mentally clear. You've got the clarity you need, and you know the changes and decisions you need to make to transform things and release yourself. And what you're going towards is brand new opportunities for growth. So you're starting now to plant the seeds for the future. This is a garden. This could be new contracts, new jobs, new leases, new habits, new ways of looking at things. Anything you're planting, anything that you need to move away from, you're making the right decisions for yourself here. And when we work on things, things will start to get stable, and you'll start to grow, because we do have to work in pentacles. So whether it's to do with finances, relationships, environments, or jobs, we're talking about everyday life, you're ready to plant new seeds and look at new opportunities and commit to them. So let's take a couple of these spirit advice cards and a couple of divine direction cards. Oops, there we are. Thank you. And we have honor your emotions, love. And that's what this Page of Cups is about. Following your heart, starting to think about your own happiness. Self-awareness, expression, healing and growth. We're moving on to a path where there's growth, there's prosperity and abundance, and we're starting to feel our self-worth coming back. You're healing from the devil energy, from past experiences. Honour your boundaries. Honour your boundaries. Respect, understanding, communication and trust. Now you have to trust in the universe plan, like we've said earlier. You have to trust your higher self, your intuition about this, and you have to trust in the guidance that your gut is giving you. So you have to be prepared here to communicate what it is that we're talking about. And we did say that with the Queen of Swords. It's also about understanding as well, the fact that we need to move on. We have got career. Career. It's time to add extra energy to your career area. Maybe it's time to try something new. Learn something new. It could be a new experience for anybody. It doesn't have to be work. It could be anything. You could try, new skills. You could be going towards promotion, starting up your own business, but it could be anything. Positive. Enjoy this positive time. Smile and know that everything is going well. You are on the path that you're meant to be on. You're where you're at is where you're meant to be. So be positive about it. Think about your own happiness and don't be frightened to make decisions that are going to open yourself up to greater stability in the future. I hope this helps. Bye-bye now.